Hi, I'm Katy-K, and I'm here today to offer guidance to anyone that joins me. All you have to do is say hello, and I'll draw a card for you. But if you have a question, ask the question, and I will endeavour to get to you and answer it. Please don't ask health questions. It's not a good idea for me to do that live, and you should see a medical person if you have health questions. So come on, and as soon as I see you there, I'll know you've joined me. The decks I'm using today are the decks that I created myself, the Modern Oracle decks. The first one was the Modern Oracle, and the second one was the Modern Oracle of Essential Oils. They can work together or separately, and they're available at my website, which you can see written there or there, www.katy-k.com. So I just wanted to let you know that this is my live feed for February, and it is the last day of February. And I have a Louise Hay calendar, and I love reading her messages, and I thought I'd share them with you before we get started while I wait for some people to join me. And yesterday's was "My life is so full of fun and adventures. My life is so full of fun of adventures." And today's, I really like this one. That was yesterday's. I'm open, receptive to meeting new and interesting people. And today's was "My life is so fun and full of adventures." So there you go. But they write about what to be aware of for the month. And March, it says, "This month I feel ready to stretch beyond my past limitations and open myself to something new. I make a list of things I've always wanted to do, and then I pick the top one or two. Perhaps I long to learn a language. I won't be. Try a creative endeavour. I will be. Or take a trip. Definitely. Whatever it is, now is the time to go for it. I research what I need to do to accomplish this goal, whether it is to take a class, save some money, or ask for someone's help, and then I take the first step. I can do it." And Louise Hay was known for her work with "I Can Do It." And so each year I buy that calendar, as well as another one which has motivational sayings on it. So I thought I'd share that with you because tomorrow is March, something to look forward to. And I can see people are joining me already. I just want to also make you aware that the only time I do live readings these days is at expos and festivals. So Brisbane, you're in luck. Next weekend, Friday the 6th, Saturday the 7th, and Sunday the 8th of March, I'm at the Brisbane Mind, Body, Spirit Festival. I'm at stand A29. I will be doing readings. Friday is always the quietest day, so if you come along, I'll be happy to see you, and you get in a lot easier. Saturdays and Sundays book up pretty quickly. But I'm there. I've got the Modern Oracle decks for sale there as well. I've also done a bit of a clean out since I moved, and I've got a lot of books that I'll be taking along as well that will be going really, really cheap. It's just a matter of sharing the wisdom with others. I'm finished with them. And to be honest, I don't have bookcases. I went from a house that had 8 bookcases to a house that has no bookcases. Figure that out. And we've downsized, getting older, and simplifying. And I've gone ebooks. There are some books you can't get on ebooks, and unfortunately I've got to part with them as well because I've got nowhere to store them. When we downsized, we went to a smaller place. So if you're interested in any of those books, come along and have a look. I'll have them there in a basket. And if there's anything else that you may want to talk to me about, I will be there. I'm also doing a talk on the Saturday the 7th at 4 p.m. in the Speaker's Lounge, and I'll be doing live readings with the Modern Oracle decks and answering your questions as well and giving you guidance. So if you're in the area, come and say hello, come and see me. Then the following weekend, I'm at the Conscious Life Festival, which is at the Sunshine Coast, and it's on from 9:30 to 4:30 p.m. And I'm doing a talk on the Saturday on the main stage at 11:15, and it only goes until 12 noon, so about 45 minutes. And again, I will be teaching and giving you guidance, live guidance. So if you're in either of those areas, come and say hello, come and see me. Unfortunately, I won't be going to Adelaide this year because I'm going to be in the United States. And I miss Adelaide. I always book out in Adelaide and do a talk, and it's always a great place for me to go. I love Adelaide. But hopefully next year I will be there. So there's a flyer on the Conscious Life Festival. And so if you're in the Sunshine Coast, come to venue 114 Boccarina, Sunshine Coast, and say hello, come to my stand. Or if you're next weekend and Friday, you can come see me at Brisbane. So I've had lots of people join me today. Before we start, I also wanted to ask you if you have the Modern Oracle deck and there's any cards that you question or want to know more about, I will look at 2 cards today and go into a bit more depth with you. And so if you want those cards, if there's one, I've been getting emails asking me questions, and I happily answer as many as I can, but it's easier just to do it on this platform. So a lot more people can see it, and you can watch the replay and learn more about the decks themselves. So I'll at some stage I'll stop, and once I see which cards you want more about, and I'll go into some depth about them. But I thought I would do one to start with. And as you know, the Modern Oracle has positive and negative cards because life's like that. Not everything's positive. We have negative things happening as well. And if you want to be a good reader and you want a good tool, and think about it, we use tools in every form of our life. You know, a carpenter can use a nail gun or a hammer. A plumber has their tools, and even a chef, you know, is going to end up with a much lighter cake with a mix master rather than just using a wooden spoon or a whisk. And so these are the tools that make things faster for us. And when I'm doing readings at Expo, I only do psychic readings because I don't want to disrespect spirit with the short amount of time I'm there to connect and be saying, okay, you got to go now because I've got someone else sitting down. But generally, my readings are psychic readings, and it's about helping people to deal with the situations they're in right now and the life moments that they need help with. And I always start the reading off with a blank piece of paper, as I do with my readings. When you catch me online, I write your name down, and then I have words appear from the name that tell me all about you and what you need to know. Because, you know, you can have time with me, but I can't cover every minute of the last 20 or 30 years of your life and all the next 20 or 30 years in a short period of time. So it's about what Spirit needs you to know at that time and what questions you want answered. I also will then read your palms when you come and see me live, and have a look and see what's going on there. And then I answer your questions really quickly, as many as you can ask. And the Modern Oracle is very blunt. It's very direct, just like I am. It's an extension of me. And it has many cards in there that will tell you different things. And sometimes when a negative card comes up, you know, you can't just tell the person, oh, well, your life sucks, and negative cards come up. You've got to turn it into a positive. And the way you do that is you keep adding cards while you ask questions. So if this card came up, the anger, dismay, upset card, which is negative, I would then say, what is the disappointment, and add another card. Or I'd say, what is the upset, or what is this situation causing anger? And when it comes out, I then will draw another card just randomly, and then I will see that card, and that will tell me more information. Because what the idea is you come to me and you're on this path, and there may be a better path, and that's the path that I see. And I can say to you, okay, well, this is what you can do. This is what is available. This is what is possible. This is another option for you. But when you leave me, I can't hold your hand to make sure you take that option or that you get out of your own way and move forward. So what happens is this is what turning the negative into a positive is about. And so it's up to you. I can guide you, but it's like you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. And that's what this is about. So if I was telling you more about this card, I would say, when it comes up, look at it and say, what's standing out to me at the moment? And if the first thing you're noticing is the grey background, then that's talking about the situation's not a black and white situation. There's shades of grey here. There's more than meets the eye. If you're noticing the steam coming out of her ears, then that's saying that it's beyond anger. She's so angry that there's a loss of control here. She's boiling over. If you're noticing the neck is all ropey, that means she's ropeable. If you're noticing the clenched fists, that is saying she's ready to fight. But if you're noticing the fists are in front of her, she's ready to protect herself. If you're noticing first off that the hair is on one side of her body, notice that there's no hair on this side, but on this side. It's been drawn to one side. It's a one-sided situation. And there's even more. If you're drawn to her tongue, that's saying tongue-tied, haven't got words, don't know how to address this situation, don't know what you're going to do. So there's a lot in these cards, and it's about, what your eye is drawn to first. So anyway, I will do a second card if a second card is brought up by anyone where you find that you want to know more about that card. But right now I'm going to get started. And as I get started, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the very first person that joined me, because you deserve to be rewarded for coming in early. And that was Jenny Jones. And I'll write your name down, Jenny, because what happens when I'm in this space, I forget who I've read for and who I haven't. And before I start with you, Jenny, I just want to make everyone aware of the prayer card in this deck. This card stays in the deck, and the reason it stays in there is it is the highest card. And what this card says is the situation is blessed, and what will happen will be for your highest good when it comes up. This is the go ahead, this is great, this is the karmic card as well. But it is also the opening prayer that you say that tells the spirit world what you expect, what you want, what your intention is. And it asks you to take 3 deep breaths, deep ones down to your stomach, and exhale in and then out and then in again. And then you ask for divine guidance from the highest source of all that is good. I invite my guides and helpers to connect me with accurate and specific messages for all those concerned. May I be a clear and true channel for divine wisdom with truth and love. Amen. And so it is. So that card there is our connection prayer, whether you're using a crystal ball, whether you're gazing into a crystal, whether you're reading the cards, reading tea leaves, doing any of Spirit's work. So let's get started with Jenny Jones. How are you? She said, in 2026, my year for a partner for me. Is your 2026 year for a partner for you? Let's have a look. I'm tapping you in, Jenny, and I'm shuffling the cards and I'm shuffling the question in. Is 2026 the year for a partner for Jenny Jones? And then I'm going to pull 3 cards. So let's see. First card, second card, and third card. I think you're going to like these cards. Now, I've pulled 3 cards. My intention with 3 cards is to tell me what's going on and then answer the question. First card I got was that things have been a bit of a battle on the romantic side, and that you're conflicted in some way, but it hasn't been easy. Now, I could turn that into a positive card, and I'll say, and give me more information about that. And it says, you're looking for someone that's strong and a partner. It's stated the obvious. The second card that came out said, yes, it is. And the third card says, but you need to make it your focus if you want it to happen. Okay, so yes, it is the year for a partner for you, but we don't want just a partner. We want the best partner that you can have, the best true romance, true love, someone that's compatible. Now, I can say all that, but if you stay home, don't go anywhere, don't socialize, don't make any moves to get out to find this partner, you're only going to meet repair people or anyone that you invite into your home or wherever you are or your workplace. So it's about also, expressing that you're interested in finding a life partner and being open to going out, socializing and meeting people as well. I hope that helps, Jenny. Susan Oliver. Hi, Katie. Kosamui looks fabulous. Lucky you. Any guidance appreciated. Thank you. Kosamui was amazing. People told me before I went that it was like what Phuket was 15 years ago or 20 years ago. And it wasn't as busy, wasn't as polluted. The beaches were beautiful. It was lovely. And it was very, very relaxing. It was just a relaxing time. My hubby can ride a motorbike. He's always ridden bikes. And we hired a scooter and we buzzed around and checked out beaches and checked out the island and just took it easy and had massages. It was my start to the year to start on the right foot, but also to look after me and look after my health. So any guidance? So let's see. Susan, I'm going to ask what you need to focus on for the month of March. Let's see. And I'm using the Modern Oracle of Essential Oil deck. So what does Susan Oliver need to focus on for the month of March? And it says, you're going to love this one, Susan. It's a good time for travel and making travel plans. If you feel like taking off, do it. Leave your troubles behind. Find your freedom and emotional balance. So in March, your affirmation is, I am safe and happy in all my travels. I only have positive experiences. And it's about planning trips that you want to do that make you feel free. And also checking that you're not letting anyone get to you in the month of March. Now, Mercury's gone into retrograde, my old nemesis, and I've already been having a few issues with computers and electronics. As you know, it always affects me. But March, Mercury's in retrograde, and I'm going to say to you, make sure that there's no misunderstandings in March, Susan. Make sure that you're very clear, that you put boundaries in where they're needed, and that you also are looking after your well-being, your mental health, and your emotional health, and not letting anyone pull you down or affect you in any way. Water off a duck's back, I want you to say. Or if anyone's, pushing your buttons, don't bite. Just let it go through. But it's about thinking about planning. What do you want to do for the whole year? When do you want to travel? What do you want to see? What do you want to do? And I do feel that there will be a trip for you in 2026. I hope that helps, Susan. Just write you down so I know I've done you. And the next one I've got, Jenny Jones says, I have Wayne Dyer's Perpetual Calendar from Hay House. It's gorgeous, isn't it? It's lovely. I was a big fan of Wayne Dyer, and I listened to a lot of his work and read a lot of his books. Sweet Fairyish, hi, how are you? It's nice to see you. I'll just go down a bit and see if you asked a question. Would love a reading about the anger I feel towards my maternal relatives, especially my grandmother. Haven't attended any family gatherings 2 years. I was recovering from an autoimmune disease. Thank you. Okay, Sweet Fairyish. I'm going to just write you down. What I want to say is they don't get you. They never got you. You don't feel like they do. But I also want to say that you can't take things personally. You have to be the bigger person sometimes and realize you know what they're capable of. You know how things work out. Don't take it as a personal thing to you. Some of them just don't have filters, and some of them just aren't that good. I also feel that, the autoimmune disease you have has come from you feeling this anger, and it's about releasing the anger, letting it go, being the bigger person, and just getting on with your life. Don't hang on to it. Now, you haven't been near them for 2 years, but still the anger is there. And I would suggest doing a full moon ceremony, and you can find out how to do that on my YouTube channel. I have videos on how to do a full moon ceremony, but releasing that anger as much as you can, because believe me, it hurts you more than it hurts them. So let's draw a card for you, sweet fairyish, on the situation, wanting to know what would be the best way for you to deal with this. It says you need a fresh start. Create a new beginning. It's never too late to start again and allow transformations. Only energize the relationships you want to have back again and rejuvenate them. Look at them through fresh eyes, how, from their point of view sometimes, and think about, has there been any misunderstandings that, and not be so sensitive to them, because you are so sensitive that you have had an autoimmune disease. You've had that happen. So it's about living your life now, letting go of the anger, and just welcoming any new opportunities that can improve and enhance your life. And think about, how can your relationships enhance your life? And if they can't, well, then minimize your contact as you have been doing. But if you feel that there's something there that can help and can help you feel less anger, do pursue trying to find that. I hope that helps. Lorraine Watson, hello, lovely. How are you? Hi, Katie. Hope you're well. I am. Are you able to guide me on what I'm to focus on this year? Yes, I can, and I'm happy to do that. I've got my cup of white tea there that I'm drinking. That's not white tea with milk because I'm lactose intolerant. It is the white tea, which is the fresh buds of the green tea plant. It's got more antioxidants and it's supposed to be better for you. And I've been drinking it now for more than 10 years. I find it refreshing and it's good. Okay, Lorraine Watson, let's get your guidance, your focus for the year. What I believe you should be focusing on is not rushing things. You're going to need patience, but getting organized and preparing to go on a trip, to take off and to do things that you want to do. I know that you've been unwell and that you've, from your last trip, you end up injured and you couldn't do things. And so now it's time to get back on the horse and go and have a little journey and go and see places you want to see and to get back out there as soon as you can. And this year would be a good year for it. It's also about sharing your wisdom and remaining centered at all times. This is the Vedava card. And your affirmation is, I take as much time as I need to make the right decisions. So thinking about your decisions, not over ruminating, but making sure you're happy with your choices this year. Hope that helps. Tara Nelson, hi. I'm going to see if you asked a question. I'll go down. I miss you in Adelaide. I miss you too, but I'm planning to get there next year. And new owners have taken over, and I do know the lady that's taken over. Well, I know of her and I have met her, and she's lovely, so I'm sure she's going to do a good job. Now, I'm not seeing... I'm very lost lately. I would like some guidance, please. And if the guy is currently talking to, will it end up in a relationship? Okay, Tara, let's have a look. Will the guy you're currently talking to end up in a relationship? This is for Tara Nelson. Let's see. What do we need to know? Will the guy Tara is currently talking to end up in a relationship? Right. Okay. Now, I normally pull 3 cards, but I pulled an extra one. It's saying you still haven't decided yet. It still could go either way. It's still in the, hasn't taken off. There's the road. It's well trodden, but there's some areas that you're not certain about still. And see, the signposts don't have any writing on them, so nothing's decided as yet. It's about taking your time. Don't rush this one. And I don't think you can rush it anyway. And it's about making sure that this person is independent with their finances and also willing to show you a good time if they are coming into your life, in the sense that they want to have fun, that they're thinking the same way. And it says there is potential there. Remember what I said about this card at the beginning. This card says the situation is blessed and what will happen will be for your highest good. So if this partner that you're talking to, if this is meant to go ahead, it's going to go ahead and it will happen. It will end up in a relationship if it's meant to be, but there's still some things you need to sort out first, and still a bit of getting to know. So don't rush this. The ship always says, remember, a ship goes a lot longer, and it says cruise along. And what do you do on a ship? You have fun. Cruise along, have fun, take your time. See, take your time and don't rush this, and then let's see where it goes. Remember, there's paths, and this looks like a good path, but you have to do it in the right order so as not to, 1, scare the person away, but 2, make sure that you're both going to be all in. I hope that helps. Now I'm just going to roll back, because when I went looking for a message, I bypassed some people, and that's not fair. Marlene Hack. Hello, lovely, and thank you for coming to me. Can I please have some guidance? You can. Now, remember, I'll look a certain way, but I won't go too far. So if you have a question, ask it right from the start. This is for Marlene Hack, wanting some guidance, what her focus needs to be for this year. What else does she need to focus on? Oh, you got a good one. Wild oranges. And this is about abundance. So it's about manifesting abundance in your life and enjoying life. See the wild oranges? And that wild orange essential oil, it's beautiful if you've ever smelt it. And maybe you could get that oil and be diffusing it around you. It says that money and good fortune are coming your way, a good time to look at new investments and for ways to increase your income. Your affirmation is money and blessings come to me with grace and ease. And this is about you focusing on your money and your investments this year and making them work for you, building your wealth and setting yourself up for the future. So look after your money, look after your investments, and about bringing more in. Hope that helps. Vicky Chef, how are you, lovely? Let's see, what did you say? Hi, Katie. Can I please have a reading? Thanks. I'm just going to see if you, what else could be there from you, Vicky, if you put something else just in case, while I was rabbiting on earlier on and I'm not seeing anything. So let's go back to what you said, and that is a reading. Okay, so I'm going to get a card of guidance for you for Vicky Chef. Let's see. What does she need to know for her highest good right now? Oh, you got a good one. Frankincense. There you go, which is about being discerning, protective, and strong. Time to step up and be protective and a source of strength to those around you. Lead by example and provide loving support. Your affirmation, I am loving and supportive to all those around me. I am strong enough to do anything I desire. So it's about stepping up this year and being protective. You're going to have to be strong for loved ones and those around you and friends. And it's about, doing what you need to do and leading by example, but being a supportive friend. So you'll have people that will need support, especially family this year. Okay, who have I got next? Crystal Walsh. Hi, Katie. Happy Saturday. I'd love some guidance on my path going forward, feeling very lost and unsure. Let's get a card for you, Crystal. And yes, happy Saturday. I started my Saturday with a reformer Pilates class this morning. And boy, did I know it. Sometimes it's a balance class and sometimes it's arm heavy. Today it was very arm heavy. It was about biceps, triceps, all that sort of stuff. But it's good for me, especially with someone that has Ehlers-Danlos syndrome like I do. Pilates is the best thing. So if you have that syndrome, that's what you need to do. But it's about keeping muscle and keeping strong as you get older. And so having said that, Crystal, I want to say to you, you need to build your core strength, stay strong, and possibly look at how you can get stronger and look after yourself as well. Crystal Walsh tapped you in. Let's see. Yes, you're feeling lost and unsure. What does she need to know? Look, a good message for someone that's feeling lost and unsure, because you said you want guidance on your path. The card that was randomly pulled says you are on the right path. Keep going. When one door shuts, another one opens. This can lead to improvement. Finish off what you've started. Not all endings are negative. And it says your affirmation is, I always successfully complete my projects in good time. Now, you said guidance on my path. This is saying you are on the right path. It's about also bringing more positivity into your life. And what happens is, whatever we're thinking about, that's what we get, because the universe doesn't know the difference between your worries and your demands. And they go, well, she just keeps banging on about this. Let's just give her some more. Must be what she wants. Otherwise, why is she still going on about it? And that's what worries do. So we have to be thinking about what we're grateful for. And when we do that, we get more of that. And so that's why it says gratitude. But it's also about, finishing off any unfinished jobs this year, and knowing that sometimes we have to unload some things because they have no place in our life anymore. And by simplifying things, we leave energy open for more things to come in. I've often been told, and I truly believe this, the universe never leaves a vacuum. And I always find the minute I clean out my closet, something else, I'll be given something, or I'll find something I just can't live without, or I want, the vacuum, the void always gets filled. So again, create space for more positive energy to come in. And remember, gratitude brings more of the things you're grateful for. So you can change your path that way, but you are on the right path. Keep moving forward, Crystal. I hope that helps. Okay. Tara, I've done Jenny. Margaret Rose Cox. Hello, lovely. I had trouble getting on here, so if you didn't get my message, could you give me a 3-month reading, please? Good to see you again. We posted this morning about this, and people started putting their questions straight away, and I would have to go and find that post, and they were coming through on my watch, and I'm going, oh, everyone's starting early today. So put your questions and your what you'd like on this post now, so that I can see it in live time, and that'd be great. And Margaret, thank you so much for your support and for being here. 3 months, please. Yes, Margaret Rose Cox. I'm going to use the Modern Oracle deck, and I'm going to see what you need to know. Focus on for March 1st. That's your March card. April. That's your April card. And May. That's your May card. Looks bad, but it's not. So in March, it's about making sure that if you're signing anything, you're checking the fine print, finding things that you need to learn more about, take on some new learnings, read a book, do some study, but making sure that anything that you're signing up for or taking on, that you know what you're getting into. So focusing more on those things. April is about finding ways to be more creative and thinking outside the box into further afield of what you'd want to do and what you want in your life. It's about bringing new things into your life in April and feeling innovative. And innovative is new things, new ideas, and new experiences. Find some way to do a little bit of craft, maybe do some crochet or get some paints or whatever makes you feel connected to color. Because see, this is a chakra card and it's all about color. Then May, it's try not to get disappointed or upset or let anyone push your buttons. In May, it will be about staying calm and knowing that people will disappoint you or maybe loved ones or someone around you. But if you stay in control, it won't be very bad at all. I hope that helps, Margaret. Michaela Davison, lovely to see you here, lovely. Let's see if you've put anything else, because you said, hi, Katie. I don't have the deck, but when I have seen one of the kinesiologists at the Brolga, she often shares them with us. That's lovely. You might be talking about Alison. She's amazing. She's a wonderful kinesiologist. I'm going to see if you wrote anything else before I go into getting some guidance for you, Michaela. I'm not seeing anything. Oh, yes. Please, could you intuitively pull cards and share what I need to know for my highest good? I definitely will, Michaela. This is Michaela Davison. Let's see. I'm going to pull 3 cards from the Essential Oil deck. And the first one's going to be for March. What do you need to know for March? March, work with Basil, and it's about making some fresh starts, being rejuvenated, re-energized, and renewing things. It's time for a fresh start in March. Create that new beginning. It's never too late to start again and allow transformation. Your affirmation for March will be, I welcome new opportunities that improve and enhance my life. And then April, pulling a card, Eucalyptus. Look to improve your health and make healthy choices in April. There's a healing taking place for you in that month. Your affirmation that I want you to say is, I always make choices that heal my body and improve my health and situation. And then May is sandalwood. And in May, know that you are blessed and have a direct link to the divine. Your guides and helpers are with you at this time, and will assist you to achieve the best outcome. So know that in May, it's working with spirit and doing spiritual things. This is the spiritual card. It's about surrendering, doing some meditations, and having spiritual time. So I hope that helps, Michaela, and thank you for joining me. Sweet Fairy says, I wish my mother would see how much they have hurt you. You know, honey, a lot of people get hurt by family, and it's about not going back for more sometimes, and it's about putting in boundaries and not allowing their words and actions to affect you so much. You are very sensitive, yes, and I feel sad for you that you are. But you said, thanks so much, very helpful. I felt so judged by them. That is because you're different, and it is okay to be different. And who are they to judge? So you be you, and you've got a big heart, and you've got a beautiful soul, and you just do that, okay? Be that beautiful hearted person. Now I'm going back up to where I left off so that I don't miss anyone. Mandy Nimmo. Hi, honey. It's good to see you join me. Let's see what I can find. Thank you for offering a free reading. I always look forward to these afternoons. Oh, that's great. Can I please have a reading, whatever comes to mind? Mandy, I'm going to get some guidance for you. And this is for Mandy Nimmo. And I'm going to find out, what do you need to focus on in March? March is about moving forward and finding other ways to stay off the slippery slope. Perseverance. Keep persevering, find new paths, and draw on your inner strength in March. Your affirmation is, I can do anything I set my mind to with minimum effort and ease. And then in April, sandalwood essential oil. It's about being spiritually connected. It's about doing spirit's work. Get your cards out, play with them, look to them for guidance, do some meditations, and know that you are blessed and have a direct link to the divine. Your guides and helpers are with you at this time and will assist you to achieve the best outcome. In April, you're going to feel more connected, and you need to know that spirit is going to be drawing closer to you to help you to move up spiritually. Your affirmation, my guides and angels are always with me. I am blessed. And then we get to May, melaleuca or tea tree oil. You need to just tread carefully in May. Watch what you say. You've got to do that when Mercury's in retrograde too. And lay low and get yourself super organized so you're prepared for anything. It's about breaking off any negative ties in May and putting up boundaries that people will respect, and know that you are resilient and that the only opinion that matters is that of yours and those that care for you. Your affirmation, I'm prepared for any situation and go through life with grace and ease. I hope that helps, Mandy Nimmo, and thank you for joining me. Now I'm going back up to where I left off so I don't miss anyone. Oh, I'm getting through them. That's great. Who have I got now? Have I done Tara? Yes, done Tara. And Charlene Savage. Hi, Katie. May I have a card, some guidance, please? Will you be at the Energy and Wellbeing Expo at the Brolga on the 21st of March? Unfortunately, Charlene, I won't be this year because I will have done 2 weekends of expos in a row. And the Brisbane one is, it starts at 9, finishes at 6. And you've got 3 days of that, except for Sunday where it finishes at 5. And I'm going. And if you ask my husband, I get back from that. And after doing that, because, we're up early and we've got to be there by about 7:30 in the morning, and you don't get home till 7. So there's 12 hours of working for Spirit. And I come home and he finds me like this. I sit down and I end up just nodding off. I've used the energy, and then I've got a week to build it up for the next one. And when I lived in Hervey Bay, it was so easy to get to Maryborough, but it's just a one-day one. And for me to go up there and back in a day, as well as do that work after 2 full weekends of it, is really hard. But I am focusing because the lovely Di has 2 a year. So I'm looking at doing the one towards the end of the year when I haven't got all these expos around it. And that would be good. So Charlene, let's see how I can help you. Let's get you some guidance. Charlene Savage, what does her focus need to be this year? What should she be focusing on for 2026? And Clary Sage. It's about clarity, finding clarity. This is actually the psychic card. And so 2026, Charlene, you need to focus on your gifts, on your intuitive gifts. You can see up there clarity, imaginative, and intuitive. You have strong intuition. Trust in what you receive and believe in your amazing gifts. Be open to new ideas. Your affirmation that I want you to say as much as you can this year is, I have powerful and amazing gifts and I trust in my abilities. I am supported. Doing anything you can to get to the next level. And while we're speaking about the next level, I'm not sure if you're aware, but when I go traveling, like my last trip was to Koh Samui, I take the Modern Oracle decks with me. And I always go to Buddhist temples, churches, spiritual sites, sacred grounds, anything that I can find. And I get blessed. I went and saw the monks. I'm wearing my band. And they used to tie them. And this time they burnt them together with to join them with a lighter. And it melted them and joined them together. And you're supposed to wear them till they fall off. So I'm not sure that this one will. But anyway, it's pretty, it's colourful, and it's great colours. There are good creative colours too there. But what I wanted to say was, for those of you who have decks, I'm always asking for the decks to take on the positive energy and to become more powerful for whoever is using them. So my decks are the surrogate. And sometimes I get emails from people saying, oh, I feel like things are even working better now, or they're stronger, or all of a sudden I got clarity. And that's my intention, is that they will become even more accurate. They'll become more powerful, and so that you are benefiting from them. So if you have your decks and you haven't touched them since I got back, get them out and have a play and just see. You might be able to feel the change in the energy of them. And it works for those who want it to happen, because of course I have to have permission, but it's a blanket blessing that I have out there that it happen unless you negate it. So I hope that helped you, Charlene. Lynn Weston, hello Lynn. It's lovely to see you join me. I miss seeing you when I go to Bunnings, because I don't go there anymore. Happy New Year, not in Harvey Bay anyway. Can I have a reading, please? You certainly can. Lynn Weston, let's see what your focus needs to be, what you should be thinking about and focusing on to move forward this year. And you got Neroli. There it is. And it's about being independent, looking for opportunities and finding hope where you've previously thought there wasn't, renewed hope. And it says here, there will be an opportunity for you to develop and grow coming your way. This will be positive and beneficial to all those concerned. Your affirmation is, I embrace all new opportunities that allow me to grow in a positive direction. So it's about growth this year and not missing out on the opportunities and having the courage to take up new opportunities. I hope that helps you. Now I'm just going to go down and see if there's anyone that's leaving messages that wants to. Please leave feedback. Tara Nelson says, thank you. Highly appreciate you. Oh, that's lovely. Susan Oliver says, thank you, Katie. I'm definitely planning holidays, only restricted to be able to get the time off work. Big things happening in March, so reading makes sense, read boundaries and self-care. Thank you. All the best for the forthcoming expos. Thank you so much, Susan. And Crystal Walsh says, thank you so much. You're welcome. And what else have we got? Margaret Rose Cox says, thank you, Katie, for a lovely reading. I'm glad you use your Modern Oracle cards. I love them. Your hair is looking good. I like it. Thank you. Well, it's no mystery that when you get to my age, you start going grey. And so when you start going grey, you then have to start going a little bit lighter, and so that the greys blend in. And I don't want to go too light, but we're just trying the best so that I don't have to deal with the grey so much. But anyway, probably shared too much information there. Michaela Davison, well, they suit me to a T. Thank you very much. You are very welcome. Mandy Nimmo says, thank you and always appreciate your guidance and has helped. You're welcome. Huge days, understandable, Charlene said. Thank you. Oh, wow, that's such relevance. My paid work hours have been reduced and I'm transitioning to retirement. You're not 71. Wow. So this reading really resonates. I'm so happy it resonates, and you're a very youthful 71. Didn't realise you weren't still in the Bay. No, I now live on the Sunshine Coast. I moved to be near my children and my beautiful granddaughter and to be closer. So now I'm only just a bit over an hour away from them, and it's lovely. I'm really enjoying life, being able to be closer to them. When my aunt died up in Hervey Bay and my uncle got dementia and I had to put him in a home and I was looking after them, we didn't have family in Hervey Bay anymore, and family is very important, and I wanted to be them, and I wanted to see my granddaughter grow older and also, be around my children, adult children, of course. Speaking of adult children, my son John is releasing a new single on the 12th of March, and it'll be on Spotify. John Keenan is his name, if you don't know that. And I'm sure you're going to like the song, and I'd love it if you play it. He's got to have thousands of plays before he even earns a few cents. It's a ridiculous thing. But with millions of people out there, if we can get enough people listening, then maybe he might start to reap some rewards. But at the moment, he's one of those hardworking musicians that's just battling away there. Very talented, though, if I do say myself. Now, let's see. He's also very intuitive, as is my daughter as well. And I'm hoping they're both going to be helping me on my stand in Brisbane. So if you're there, you might get to meet them. Now, let's see. Where am I up to? Anita, England. Hello. Now, did you ask anything, Anita? Let me see. I'm not seeing anything, Anita, so I'm just going to get you some guidance for the year. Anita, England, I'm going to pull a card of guidance for you. Black pepper and pink pepper. Your focus this year is being courageous, honest and authentic as you are, but it says an offer is coming your way that may have conditions that are not favorable. So check out all offers. Make sure that they're what you want, that it's suitable for you. Don't just research everything this year. Sometimes things are too good to be true. Be aware of people being untruthful. And your affirmations only attract positive opportunities, and I am strong. So this year, if it doesn't suit you, don't do it. Put your boundaries in, be your authentic self as you always are, and don't change for anyone. Don't let anyone push you around or anything like that, but make sure if the deal's not in your favor, it's not happening. Okay? Now, Janine Louise. Hello, may I have a card, please? Yes, you can. Lovely to see you join me. Thank you so much, Janine. Pulling a card for Janine. And the card I've pulled is Myrrh. And it says, trusted, nurtured, safe. Go where you feel safe and secure. Now is not a time to be taking risks. Do what you know and feel comfortable doing. Your affirmation is, I'm always safe and secure. I am loved. Okay, so it's about making safe choices this year, not risks. Don't go out on a limb. Don't all of a sudden decide to invest in crypto or go walking on the edge of a cliff or, upset your whole life in any way unless everything is researched and you know what you're going to be doing. Just do what you feel comfortable doing and only be around the people that you feel comfortable being with. I hope that helps. Alessandra Facer. Hello, lovely. It's good to see you join me, Alex. And I'm doing well. Yes, you can have a card. What does Alex's focus need to be? What should she be thinking about and focusing on right now? You got Roman chamomile, and it's about being calm, purposeful, and guided. and it's okay to take your time. You know, this card matches the cruise ship, which is about not rushing things, taking your time and cruising along right now. Don't be in a rush to make any big decisions. Look for any opportunity for travel plans. Your affirmation is, I have all the time that I need to do all that is necessary. And so this is about making plans for the year, what you want to do, and finding some time to have some time out. Let the family look after themselves. It's about you and hubby having time together and having some fun times together and making memories and doing good things. But travel plans that don't just involve going to the doctor or going here or there, but actually plan a little trip away for the two of you, a little romantic holiday, even if it's just for a few days. I know one year my husband and I went and stayed in a treetop, in little cabins in the trees at the Sunshine Coast when we weren't living here. And we went in winter, so it had a fire and like a fire thing inside the cabin, like a metal one with a chimney. And it was just lovely doing the bushwalks and breathing the fresh air and listening to the birds and the sounds and hoping not to see snakes, all those things. But it was lovely. And being able to just drive to Montville and see the little village there and everything. So what I want to say, Alex, is find time to go with your hubby, he's gorgeous, and have some time where the two of you can just get away from all your worries and cares and let nature heal. I hope that helps. Doug McCall, hi, it's good to see you join me and thank you. Hi, Katie, my stepdaughter has been single for 6 years now after a bad relationship and is 30 now. So is there any romance for her in the near future? Now, I'm trusting that I have her permission to look, because that's when they won't show you too much if you haven't. But I trust you, Doug, and I'm going to get some cards. And yes, it was a bad breakup, but it very much was a case of, it wasn't her. It was, you know how they say it's not me, it was them. Well, it was the breakup. She dodged a bullet. Okay. And I want to say that it's best that it happened. So let's see. I wish I had a name. I'm going to look and see if you gave me a name so I can, because hopefully there's not more than one stepdaughter that that it can get mixed up. Okay, I've got to word this correctly so that we get the best result out of this. If you're there, can you just write the first name, please? Just the first name. That would be lovely. I'm going to give you a chance to write that first name, Doug, because Spirit's coming in and I'm heating up here and I want to keep going. So I'm going to come back to you. I'll put a little asterisk there, and I'm going to, after I do this next one, I'm going to look to see if you give me a Christian name. That would be lovely. Okay. Now, where am I up to? Done them. Don't want to miss anyone. Here we are. Geraldine Davison, did I do you? No. Let's have a look. Hello. We've got a hello. Let's see if there's anything else. I'll just skim down. I'm not seeing anything else. Okay. So you guys that are following this, you know where you are on the list because I'm going down the list. Right. Geraldine, let's see what your focus should be for this year. I'm just going to put a fan on because it's getting hot, which might drive you crazy with seeing that blade going, but let's just do it anyway, okay? Did it work? It's working now. Okay, Geraldine Davison, your focus for this year. You need to focus on your health. It's about healing, recharging, and wellness. So focusing on your health, healing and wellness. Look to improve your health and make healthy choices. There is a healing taking place at this time. Your affirmation is, I always make choices that heal my body and improve my health and situation. So it's about recharging, taking time to recharge, looking at your wellness and making sure that you are having healings and that you are eating the right way, nurturing your body, maybe doing some Pilates, walking, all those things. Your focus this year is your health. Deborah Ivat. Ibbott, could I please get some guidance? Of course. Deborah Ibbott, I think it is. Sorry if I've butchered your name. Now, I've got it. Yarrow. There you go. And it's about freedom, emotional balance, uplifting. This card matches the travel card in the other deck. And it says a good time for travel, making travel plans. If you feel like taking off, do it. Leave your troubles behind. Find your freedom and emotional balance. And your affirmation, I'm safe and happy in all my travels. I only have positive experiences. So planning your trips for this year, finding time to do that getaway, but making sure that you're feeding your soul and taking time out to meditate or calm yourself and keeping your emotions in check, putting up boundaries so no one is pushing your buttons and affecting you that way. Now, I promised Doug I would go and see if he has added a name for me, and if not, we'll just wing it. Okay, let me see. Where are you, Doug? Did you put a name? Hi, Katie, it's Ashley. Thank you, Doug. Let's go. Now, go back up to the question. Bad breakup. Right. This is for Ashley, Doug McCall's stepdaughter, wanting to know if there's any romance for her in the future. There is. There definitely is. As soon as I said those words, it's come in yes. And it's saying, yes, there will be love coming. And I've just pulled the love improvement card and the focus card and the windfall card. So the first card told me that times have been challenging. It's really disrupted. Things have come to a halt. She's had to heal first and learn to trust again. And it's been hard because she did have a number done on her. And you can see the card I pulled on, the negative card turned into a positive, was there's the romance coming. We have 53 cards, Doug, and I wasn't looking at any of the cards when I pulled them, and the romance card come up. You asked about romance. That is how accurate these cards are. But it's advising that she has to get out there and make it her focus. She needs to be, I always say, if you don't get out there, you're only going to meet the repair people or anyone you invite into your space. So you need to get out there and start learning to live and converse and just take it easy and get to know someone else and meet someone. She is going to meet someone, and she is not going to be that little old lady with cats. Believe me, she can have the cats, but she's not going to be on her own, and it's going to be good for her. So take my advice. There is something coming, but again, as I said, if she doesn't go out, she's just going to delay the inevitable. Now, I'm up to Jade Doyle. Hi, Jade. Lovely to see you again. Yes, I had a lovely time with you yesterday doing a reading, and I'm going to pull a card for you for March, Jade. This is for March, and I'm going to pull a card. You'll never guess what this card is. Douglas fir, Siberian fir, and it's about wisdom, respect, and healthy connections. Family time needed right now. Love and nurture your family, your fur babies, the ones you love. Offer comfort and support. Sometimes quality is better than quantity. And this is the family card. It says, I love and I'm loving to my family and friends. I deserve to be loved. And so it's about making healthy connections and respecting you and your boundaries and having the wisdom to do that. But it's also saying that there will be people in your life that are family, feel like family, that will be around you. And, I have many good friends and I call them family. So we create our families. We bring families into our life. I hope that helps, Jade. And thank you for your support and for being a client. Now, Renee Graham. Wondering what my life's purpose is. Please, can I have a card? Thank you. Yes, let's get a card for you, Renee Graham. Now, what should her focus be right now? What does she need to be looking at for 2026? You got the ginger card. And there's the heart. I'm a Valentine's baby, so I chose that image for a reason. And it's about being persuasive, being on purpose, purposeful, and empowerment. And it says, you can do this, go for it, move forward with your plans. You have everything going for you and you will achieve great results with little effort. Your affirmation, I can do anything, I am strong, I'm invincible, I am successful. I love reading out these affirmations because the energy of the affirmations, if you're saying them in your head at the same time or taking them in, is helping you as well, just like Louise Hay says. Now, you asked about your life's purpose, and I want to say it's about being positive, moving forward all the time. It's about helping others to move forward and realize their dreams. But for you to know that you can do anything and believing in you and believing that you can do things and that you are strong enough. Now I've got Sue Hooley. Lovely cards. Thank you, Sue. I'm just going to see if you wrote a question or anything like that. Just in case. Sometimes people don't realize and they just come in with a hello and forget to ask and then ask later. Oh, nope, not seeing anything. Okay, so we're going back to Sue. I'm going to draw a card for 2026 for Sue Hooley. What's her focus for this year? Mandarin or tangerine? That's the fun card, the happiness card. Creative, cheerful, fun. Fun times ahead. Release your creative side and enjoy yourself. Fill your life with healing color. Your affirmation, I'm creative and will allow myself to express my creativity without limitation. So finding your joy is what you have to focus on this year. Finding some fun times, being cheerful, finding a hobby or being creative, creating things that nurture your soul, that make you feel good, that make you feel a sense of accomplishment, and that will definitely help. Now, this is not the Jerry Springer show, so whilst I pick up certain things, I don't out it on here because it stays on forever on social media. Anyone can see it, and it's about getting the message across and knowing that whoever the recipient is, they will truly understand what it's about. It's not about telling people off or divulging all their secrets, because nobody wants that. So some of you might say, well, that message applies to me too. And if that's the case, then take it. But it's generally about you, the person that it's intended for, always understands what it's about, as you can see from the people writing responses and thanking me and saying they understand. Okay, Lynette, it's so good to see you. Long time no see, looking fabulous, my friend. Yes, I've spent many a time with my friend Lynette on stands, and she's another fabulous psychic as well. So it's lovely to see you. I'm going to get a card of direction for 2026 for you. This is for Lynette. What does she need to focus on this year? And I hope you're keeping well. Okay, pulling a card. Lang Lang. Inner child, playful, accepting. Take time to have fun and be childlike. Have fun with those you love and get in touch with your inner child. This card matches the children card. So it's about family, it's about children, nurturing your own, but also your affirmation. I take time to have fun and get in touch with my inner child. It's about you being playful and finding your joy and accepting that, fun things can happen, and seeing things like through a child's eyes. It's about lifting the load and the burdens off your shoulders this year, and unloading anything that is dragging you down. I hope that helps. Margaret Caffin, hi. Seems like forever since we walked the Camino together, and it's so lovely to see you. And I know you relocated as well, and I'm sure you're happy where you are, because you relocated to be near family too. Would love guidance. Let's get you a card for the year. What is Margaret's focus for 2026? And here we go. Cypress. Energize, adaptable, and flow. So it's about staying moving this year. Get moving, do exercise, move as much as you can to go forward, be motivated. Your affirmation is, I am strong, I enjoy exercise that nurtures and strengthens my mind and body. And of course, you've walked so many Caminos. I know that walking's your thing, but it's about elevating your energy levels, getting back into peak health, and moving as much as you can, going with the flow with those around you, and adapting to your situations this year. I hope that helps. And if you are, it's sounding like you're going to be doing some more walking by the sounds of this too. So that's great. Tara. I'm sure I did Tara. Yes, I did. Done that one. Simone Rotherham. Hi. Let's see if you said anything else. Hi, Simone. Can you please ask about work for me, or what path I should take? Okay, I'm going to ask about work, Simone, because that's your first thing you have. Simone Rotherham. What does she need to know for a high score about work? And you'll know what it means. I'm bringing it out. Oh, the negative cards. What's going on? What's going on, girl? Okay, it says there's a decision or choice to be made about your work situation that has to happen. There's a lot of worry and stress around you. It's like there's a cloud over your head about this, and you need to take action as soon as you can. This is the kick in the ass card that says do it now, right now. And there's frustration as well. Things have got to change, and you've just got to take your time to work through this situation and get through it. But I do feel that you're going to have, I've just pulled another card, and it says you've hit a brick wall here. You've got to find another way to get around what's happening. I hope you understand what that means. Find the other path, find the other way, because we had paths here, and we had the wall saying, when you hit a brick wall, don't just stop, veer off, find another way. I hope that helps. Crystal Walsh says, thank you so much. Janine Louise, did I do you? I did. This is why I got to write it down. Leanne Hadland 5954. I'm just going to take that as Leanne. Lovely to see you. Card about love in the future. Okay, let's see. So Leanne Hadland, what does she need to know about her romantic life right now for her highest good? Pulling 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Okay, good cards. It's about finding balance now and weighing up the situation about what you want to do moving forward. You said about the future, there is positive changes coming for you, and a golden opportunity for romance coming in the future. You're being handed it. And so you need to trust. And it's about, you've had to build your trust. It's about trusting and knowing that things will work out. 3 positive cards. I feel very hopeful for you. Margaret says, thank you, Katie, for a lovely reading. Glad you use your modern oracle cards. I love them. Your hair is looking good. Oh, I think I read that one. I read that one and that one and that one. And did I do Lynn Morrison? I don't think I did. I did Lynn Weston. That's right. So Lynn Morrison. Hi, Katie. Would love a message. Okay. Let's see. Got a message for you, Lynn Morrison. Pulling a card. I've got the grapefruit card, and it's about detoxing, nourishing body acceptance. And this matches that card I just brought out recently, this one. If you've got both decks and you get both those cards at the same time, that's the universe yelling it at you. That's why you can use both decks. But it's saying, focus on eating a more balanced and nutritional diet. Look for foods that nourish and nurture your body for optimum health. Your affirmation is, I only eat foods that nourish and nurture my body to improve my health. So that's what you've got to do. You've got to clean your diet up a bit and be focusing on it this year. I hope that helps, Lynn. Intelligence one. Hi. Thank you for joining me. I'm not sure if you've got a question. I'll just have a quick look. No, I'm not seeing it. But I'll draw a card for you. And then I'm going to have to start going soon because my dog wants a walk. And I've been on here for 1 hour and 20 already. So let's see. This is for intelligence one. You know who you are. And patchouli. Your message is find some balance. Do things in moderation. Don't let the scales tip in the wrong direction. Find some balance in your life and think carefully about your actions. Your affirmation, I have balance in my life and move forward in a positive direction. So this is saying it's about finding balance this year and also thinking careful before you make any decisions, weighing everything up like the scales do, and looking at all your options, not just what's in front of you first time. That will be very important for you this year. Okay, Andrea Ebert. Hi, Katie. Can I get a reading, please, guiding me into the next 3 months as the last 3 months have been tough? You're telling me. Wow. Okay. We'll do that quickly. The next 3 months for you. What? Andrea Ebert, 3 monthly read. The first month is March, and the card that's coming out is the work card. The second one is April. It's the romance card. And the third one is the bullfighter. And that's May card. So in March, it's about focusing on your career, how you make your money, how your money comes in, about your work and what you want to do, what changes you want to make, how you can get more income and what you can do. In April, it's focusing on your love life and making sure that it's improving in whatever way that you can make it improve, but focus will have to be there. In May, you're going to have to stand your ground and dig your heels in about a decision that needs to be made. And I want to say that doing that will bring the best outcome for you. It's about facing up to things. There can be some confrontation, but standing your ground. Don't let anyone walk all over you in May, and make sure that you put the boundaries up and you get what you want. Shield yourself. Okay. Right, I'll do a couple more. I'm just going to go down the list. Natasha, it's great to see you too. I miss you so much and I'm hoping to get back very soon. Let's get some guidance for you for the year, Natasha. Thank you for joining me. Right, what do we need to know? You got the fun card. It's Lang Lang, the essential oil, but it's about inner child, playful and accepting. Take time to have some fun and be childlike. Have fun with those you love and get in touch with your inner child. And this matches the children card. And this is about spending time with your kids. It's about not taking things so seriously. It's about this year finding ways to change everything so that there are more times for fun. And I know you very good at balance and everything like that, but I really feel like you're going to have more time for that sort of thing. It's about doing that. And your affirmation is, I take time to have fun and get in touch with my inner child. Okay, I hope that helps. Now I'm going to go down further. Alessandra says, thank you. That really helps. So much is happening. I need some clarity. I'll be looking into some quick getaways too. Heart to you. Deborah says, thank you. Janine says, thank you so much. Geraldine says, thank you, Katie. Doug says, thank you so much for that, Katie. Jade Doll says, thank you so much. Lynn Weston says, I've passed you. And Simone says, thank you. Did I know that Facebook still shows my address as Harvey Bay? I will fix that. That's something that's being overlooked. I will get into that. Thank you, Jenny. I needed to know that. And Lynn Morrison says, thank you, Katie. I do need that. And Wendy Irvine. Lovely to see you, Wendy. Telstra has been upgrading and our services have been impacted. I waited for half an hour and had nothing, and now you are here. We had a rainstorm. We had some like all week. It's been a lot of rain around since yesterday, and we've had more rain than we get in a year. The rain has been godsend. I'm going to be too late, so I hope you had a great afternoon. Wendy, you comment on every one of my posts, every one. You never miss one, and you do so much for my page sharing your information. I am getting a card for you, Wendy. Wendy Irvine, and going to get guidance for 2026. Now, you are on the right path. Keep going. When one door shuts, another one opens that leads to improvement. Finish off what you've started. Not all endings are negative. Your affirmation, I'm always successful. Complete my projects in good time. It's about knowing that you are on the right path. You're doing the right thing. Everything's going to happen for a reason this year in 2026 with you. You've been sowing seeds, and now those seeds are going to start growing. There will be some upheaval and hurdles, but you're going to get through that. You deal with things really well. You're meant to continue with your healing practice as well, and you're to keep doing that. I hope that helps, Wendy. I wouldn't miss you for the world. Thank you for all you do for me. Now, if I've missed you, I am so sorry, but I've been going for an hour and a half, and all I can say is I'll be back again in March once I get through all the expos and everything, because it's a very busy time, and I will be looking for you. And the idea is I always start at 4 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Get in quickly, and if you do that, I'm just going to go down the list and do as many as I can. And normally I only supposed to stay on an hour, but I've gone an hour and 26 already. And that is because I find it hard to let anyone down, and I find it hard to say no, and I've got to put some boundaries up myself. So I love you for all supporting me. Thank you so much. I'm hoping to see as many of you as I can in Brisbane. Come and say hello. if you need decks, come and see me. We'll have expo specials on at both shows. Come to the Sunshine Coast, to the Conscious Life Festival. Come see my talks if you're around. And I'm thanking you so much for your support. And I hope to see you all again next month on this live. And you never know, I might just pop on because I've got some time. We'll see how we go. I'm hoping to do some lives from the festival if it's not too busy. I know Friday's never really busy, not like the weekends. Weekends I'll have no chance. But anyway, take care. Blessings to you all, and I will see you all again.